What's up, guys?
Hey.
Welcome back to another episode of Intimate. If you guys watch our last video, you know we talked a little bit about our channel. We do commentary. We talk about our relationship and all things love. So more to come. But today's episode is specifically about one of our favorite shows. I'm pretty sure it's your favorite show too.
Right. Trending
on Saturday Night Live. Shout out to Arlette and
yes.
Pop the Balloon or Find Love. I didn't know the or Find Love part. Like I feel like my brain never noticed. Anyway, Pop the Balloon. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you do. We were talking about this latest episode, and I think that we're probably gonna start doing these because man, we watch it.
Yeah, faithfully.
We watch it every time it comes out. We watch the whole thing through.
And we've always liked Pop the Balloon, but I feel like the last, let's just say since 2025, I feel like the contestants have been mature.
Yeah.
Like it's not so silly. It used to be just like silly. Like, are you trying to get a name for yourself? Are you trying to promote
viral.
your business?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like since 2025, she's had some really good contestants.
100%. And I think the word mature is the right word because for us, content about love that we do commentary on has to be serious, man. Like we don't like talking about stuff, that just isn't real. Like
I would say serious with sprinkled in with a little bit of jokey kiki here and there.
Drama.
I have to have it. Like that's my personality. Like I can be super serious, but I love a good kiki.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a kiki. Do you love me?
Oh my God.
Are you riding?
Whatever, y'all. So we're going to jump right into it. We watched the most recent episode, which is episode 43 of Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
We like that. We like that episode. That was a good episode. Although, we did not catch everybody's name, so bear with us.
Yeah, and y'all gonna know. Y'all know who we're talking about because I know you watched it too. So, yeah. I mean, let's jump into it. Let's start off with talking about what they did right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I like the guy from Montana, black guy from Montana. He had on this Arizona style jacket, if you ask me, but he was black. He was from Montana.
Oh, he's the one that had the piano shoes with the black jeans?
No.
Oh, that's not the talking about. Okay.
Yeah, you're talking about somebody else. I forgot his name too.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, this guy was black and he had on this Arizona type.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was really mature. I felt like he was really nice. He really knew what he wanted. And he was super self-assured because Vanessa was giving him the business. Y'all remember Vanessa, dark-skinned chick? I believe she had micros or something. She was doing a lot.
Yeah.
Girlfriend was doing a lot. But he kept it real. He didn't allow her personality to deflate his ego.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like she was, I won't say coming for the men, but she was definitely challenging them.
Yeah.
It was on some hyper independent woman type stuff, which I totally agree, because to keep it a buck, my therapist told me the same thing. I'm hyper independent and it is what it is. But I felt like she was a little bit she was calling them out. She was your confidence left the room. I didn't feel your confidence. And I was just like, girl, confidence culture and all.
Yeah, right. I mean, and again, y'all on TV, he's in front of a bunch of ladies. I think people's nerves get the best of them. But you're right. I mean, I think throughout the show, she was the one who was, I guess, challenging the men, which is not a problem. I mean, a lot of them took that with nothing. But the guy you're talking about from Montana, he
didn't shake.
He didn't. And it was funny when he came out, I didn't think that he was gonna be so mature. I didn't think he knew. I got goofy when he came out, and it's just my judgment. But I got goofy, but then when he spoke, I felt like he was self-assured.
Very.
He knew what he wanted. He knew what he had worked on himself. You can obviously tell that he's done some in self-reflection,
and he's very comfortable with who he is.
For sure,
he was extremely comfortable. So that was our moment for what went right.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to harp on people. We don't want to, be mean. But that definitely stood out to us. He's holding his own, because she's definitely giving it to him. But he was very self-assured. He's like, this is who I am. This is what I like. I love adventure. And I think the girl that he matched with was the girl from Guam, and I cannot remember her name either.
Oh yeah.
And I thought, and she was like, I feel like you're a free spirit, and he was like, I am. So it was a bet. Like, it was cool.
Yeah, you know, one more thing I will say about him though too is like, he had said that his last relationship ended because what was it? His last relationship ended because something about integrity or something like that, and then a girl popped on him. The other flight attendant popped on him.
He could have taken more accountability?
That's what it was. Yeah, he said I could have taken more accountability, and that's what I'm focused on now. Mm-hmm. And I guess she popped, and she's like, I need accountability for a man. And I think that it kind of went over her head because he said it. He said it. He was like, are we getting them mixed up? Because somebody said, well, clearly you weren't listening. No, that was him. Well,
it was him?
Yeah, but he didn't say clearly. He said, that's why, he said, and I get the pop because I like I said, when I came out, I need a woman who listens. You know what I mean? Because like he said, he's obviously, if he's calling it out and he's saying that I'm working on it, I'm not saying you can't not date somebody who has done that. Maybe that's a deal breaker for you. Maybe you don't trust the working on it part. But he's like, I just said that
He owned it. And that's what I feel like mature relationships are looking for nowadays. Like, if you own your stuff, like, let's move on. Yeah. Like, there's nothing else to talk about. But if you can't even own, like, where you went wrong, I mean, a lot of women, we not messing with it. We're good on it. And a lot of independent women are not even going to give you the time of day. They're just like, they see it for what it is and they keep it pushing.
Yeah.
But I did like the fact that he was like, see, I appreciate your response, but that's what I'm not going to do. I need somebody who's going to listen. So I thought that was, and it was clean too. It wasn't really messy or anything. So
yeah.
That was definitely a good point that we wanted to make. Where they went wrong.
Yeah, let's talk about where they went wrong. Dang,
Vanessa.
I'm about to say, are we gonna go in on Vanessa? Listen, no shade, because that's not even our show. Like, we are not about throwing shade, but we gonna call a spade.
Period.
Homegirl I feel like,
again, the hyper independence.
It's tough because I can understand the mindset of being someone, especially when you can take care of yourself, that adding a person to your life should be like an addition. You shouldn't, like, when you're looking for someone, if you feel like you're the prize, homie, you're the prize. Like, that's just what it is. But you can't be so independent that no one could ever get the prize. Like, no, you're not open to a date to see if someone can get the prize. You know what I mean?
And there's the word, open. I don't think our friend Vanessa was as open as she thought. I was getting super, super rigid A-type personality. And to be honest with you, I'm talking about myself. Like, I could see myself in her.
Yeah.
My husband's just a G and he can take it. But outside of that, like, I was definitely looking at me like, you're so rigid. You don't even realize it. You're not as open as you think you are. I mean, it was to the point to where the dude Uche from is it Nigeria, first generation something, she popped pretty much immediately when he said that. And then Arlette was like, well, what happened? Oh, I was just getting platonic vibes. No, ma'am. Are you using your integrity, or was the first generation kind of like it just it wasn't is what it was, which is totally fine. It's her prerogative, but
for sure,
it was kind of like to use the reason that, you know, you were getting platonic vibes off of a first generation comment.
Yeah, that's not really, because to me it's like, I think that, like, we don't notice ourselves on TV or in front of other people, and I feel like sometimes that gives, whether it's her or not, because we don't know Vanessa, but whether it's her or not, it gives, like, I don't know, like not gold digger, maybe that's the wrong word, but like
maybe she feels like he's gonna have to work to get to where she is, not knowing where he's at.
Right. And that's the tough part about this show. It's like, I don't think that they realize, like, you're popping a balloon or finding love, but really, like, you're going on a date. It's not like this is a marriage show and at the end of it you're marrying this person. It's like this is an opportunity to give some time to someone that might be worth it, right? And it's just for entertainment, it's fun. But I feel like, with the example of Uche, I feel like you're right. Like he didn't even really get to explain, like.
And he was proud of it.
Yeah.
You should be proud of where you come from and like how far your family's come, because he shared just a little bit about that too, like how they were living a block away from the projects and now they're in a gated community. Like he was vulnerable enough to share that on a platform as big as YouTube, and it's like, yikes, so no shade, but it definitely kind of gives off insight about her character if it were me.
For sure. No, I think I will say she did make a comment that I really align with when she was, I don't remember who she was speaking to, but she said, in this day and age or something like that, like we're looking for men that are open and honest. And she's like, honesty is a leadership quality. And I had never considered what that meant. That's
real spill.
Yeah. It's like if someone who is man enough to be honest, even when it's uncomfortable, that is the quality of a leader. Because if you think about it, you want someone who's going to fuck up and be able to just say it, or be able to own it so you can move on, like we said. And the fact that she understands that quality as a female, maybe that's like she has obviously a high standard that she's looking for.
No problem.
Right. No problem. Right. And that is a quality. That's a quality, I think, of a leader for sure. But again, it's like when you're rigid, it doesn't allow you the ability to see what's out there.
But it also, like I said, it definitely made me think of myself just a little bit. But I have a partner that's able to call it out and be like, you know what, you're a bit harsh. You're a bit, you got to calm down just a little bit. You have to have some reasoning and what's going on here. And we'll talk about that and when we start doing our personal episodes too, because, sometimes we end up in situations where we need to learn. But if you're so rigid that you're not even able to get a partner that can flip that mirror and be like, you're a bit rigid. Like, let's loosen up just a bit. That's what I see for her. Because I definitely do understand what you're saying. Like, that was cold that she was able to call that out and say, this is what I'm looking for. But I also felt like she's so rigid. Is she as open as she thinks she is?
For sure. I think a lot of times, and not saying she said this, but a lot of times people don't realize, like, when you're doing the work, like to be in a relationship, the work doesn't end when you get in a relationship. It's not like you worked on yourself and now you're done, so you're ready to be with a partner. Once you commit to someone else, there's a whole nother bit of work that continues, because your partner, a true partner, is a mirror. They're going to mirror all the things about you, good and negative. They're the ones that's going to call you out and hold you accountable.
100%.
So if you don't want to see the ugly parts of yourself, if you're not open, like you said, rigid, if you're not open to the idea that maybe you don't know exactly, what your perfect partner looks like, like maybe there's still some work that you need to do on yourself, because there's no checklist. Like, you can't look at somebody and in 10 seconds know, that person is a perfect match for you.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. We've discussed before in the past with our relationship. I'm not necessarily my wife's type. You know what I mean?
Really now?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about that. If y'all want to know, go back and look in there. And there's an episode called "He's Not My Type. What does that say about me?" You remember that episode? Yeah. My wife was saying that, maybe I wasn't, the type that she knew, but once she
I've evolved.
Swag, once she laid eyes on your boy, you know what I mean? Like, she knew what it was, but she didn't know what it was before.
Oh my God.
So it's just what it is.
Anyway, moving on to memorable moments.
I'm proud of you. We practiced that, y'all.
I've been having a hard time saying that word, so I ease it in there. Let's see. How about the point when homegirl was like, do you like when women shoot their shot?
Yo.
Listen, it was all net, okay? She shot that shot and it was all net.
Yo, she was not shy about it. She said, I came on here to get a man.
Yeah.
So, what'd she say? Do you like when girls shoot their shot? He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, all
right.
She said, all right, well then.
Aw, net. I thought that was pretty forward. Yeah. I would never in life do that. Maybe not this life, maybe next life. I don't know. But I just would never do that. So I was like, girl,
Yo,
do what you do.
Shout out to the people that go on Pop the Balloon though.
100%.
100% open. Like they came to match and they are not picky. They're not like superficial. They're like, whatever. Like if I find someone that's cool, I'm with it. I love that. It's the ones that I think at the end of the show we end up judging. You guys probably end up judging where it's like, girl, you wasn't looking for no man. Or bruh, you mean to tell me none of them ladies, like, I don't know.
I know one little piece about the show that's interesting because they eventually get to it, like, where do you live? My thing is, friends, if we're going to go on the show and you're not open to long distance, say that immediately.
Yeah.
Say that immediately because you waste everybody else's time.
Yeah.
And things like that. And I'm just like, it got to the end and one of the girls was like, Pop, I don't want to do long distance. And I was like, it's like you and one other girl. You could have gave someone else a chance. That's
wild. And it's like, if you're coming on the show, I get it. Like most people are from Arizona. At least
shout out to Arizona.
Yeah, shout out to Arizona. You know, most people are from Arizona on there, and most are from Phoenix. But like, she always has people on from other places.
Yeah, always. It's not like a secret. So if you know you're not open to long distance, A, maybe not consider going on the show.
Right.
Or B, say it up front, you know, so that someone else may have a chance with someone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that was like my only thing on that particular episode. I know eventually they get to where they live, but it's almost like a time waster. Like, it's you and a dude at the end, and you're really feeling each other. And she's like, I live in New York and you live in LA. Pop, it's like, well, damn.
Right. That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, the last thing we want to share of our memorable moments is piano shoes.
Bro. All right, let's start off with this. And no shade, but a little bit of shade. My man came out and said, I practice law. And what was the other one? I work at a law firm. So I'm like, wait, hold on. Are we playing is this a riddle? Like, are you a lawyer but not a
riddle?
Lawyer? Like, it's like, what works at a law firm and like,
a lawyer
practices law and works at a law firm? And
a receptionist.
Like, 100. It's like, bro, what you do? Are you a lawyer? It's like you know.
And then check this out. All the women went, I love your job. I love your employer. I love where you work at.
That you're a lawyer, and you're like,
and I was like, but he didn't directly say that. And again, A-type personality here. Be direct. It's black or white. I mean, granted, there needs to be some. You already know I'm telling the truth, right?
Yeah.
I am very black and white, and that's not a good thing. I'm working on it.
Right.
But
homeboy would have got dropped the first 10 minutes of the day because she would have been like, so hold on, you work at a law firm and you practice law. What does that mean? Are
you a law student? Right. Are you an intern? Are you the receptionist, or are you a lawyer? Because that can be misleading depending on what these ladies are looking for. Like I said, they all went crazy. At least 3 of them said, I love your job. I love what you do. Yeah. But he didn't outright say I'm a lawyer, which is fine. If you are the receptionist, hell, if you're the custodian, you know, it is what it is.
If you're a paralegal, that's cool too.
Yeah. Like, intern, in school, whatever. But to me, it was misleading because we don't know what you do. And he might be a lawyer. That's fine. But he also might be the receptionist, which is also fine.
Right.
But
yeah, say what it is and say it with your chest. Like, don't just, I don't know.
He danced around that.
He sure did. And then we moved on. Like this episode moved on, and I'm like, wait, hold on.
Right. But to me, it was a character thing because if you did that with that, what else do you sprinkle but doesn't make sense? Right. Tell the whole truth and nothing but. Right. Okay.
Right.
Like.
Yeah. Right.
Because now we're guessing.
Yeah. Make it plain. Because when it comes back up later, bro, it's gonna look like
because
a liar.
Exactly. And what's gonna happen on the first date? So how long you been practicing law? Oh, actually.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm in school. I got 6 months left.
And then it's like, oh, but I didn't want to say that on the show. No.
Misleading.
Yeah. And I mean, for most people, that's a deal breaker. It's like if you're going to lie up front about
is it a deal breaker for most people, or do you think they'd be okay with that, learning that he's a student?
I think that he might have said it hoping that they would be okay with it. But I think for some people, that's a red flag. A red flag is you not being direct about what you do. You know, it's like, it is what it is. There are people come on there and say, I'm a poet, I'm a content creator. And people pop because they're like, oh, I don't want to deal with somebody who doesn't have a stable job. But at least they were keeping it real. You don't want to find out that somebody works for a large corporation and really they bag at Walmart. You know what I mean? No offense to Walmart, but it's like let's.
They ain't got baggers at Walmart. Or do they?
No, you see what I'm saying, though. I mean,
I get it.
You get what y'all get what I'm saying. It's just say what you do and say it with your daggone chest. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I mean, this kind of content we are gonna be doing Pop the Balloon because man, we love watching it. We know.
Yeah, we might as well. We watch it. Yeah, so
I know. So we might as well get it out there and get our content. But tell us what y'all think, man. Especially in the comments. You know, what episode was y'all favorite? I mean, we might even go back and do other ones. Yeah. But like, what did we miss? Is it the episodes are at least an hour long, so I know that there's a lot we didn't say. And chop it up with us in the comments. I mean, we want to hear from y'all. Yeah, for sure. But until next time, thank you for coming out. Thank you for getting intimate with us. You're gonna see some more episodes, not just on Pop the Balloon on our channel, but you'll see it on our personal lives. You'll see it on more commentary with other shows. It's just a lot more to come, guys. So we're just getting started. So, peace.